Hey guys, welcome back to this SQL tutorial series. In this session, we'll learn how to implement the inner join. We'll be implementing the inner join on these two tables. First is the employee table, which comprises of employee ID, employee name, employee salary, age and gender, and the department in which the employee works. Then we have the department table, which comprises of department ID, department name, and the location where the department is present. So the inner join basically gives us those records that have matching values in both the tables. So let's say we have two tables, table A and table B. And when we apply inner join on these two tables, we'll get only those records which are common to both table A and table B. So let's have a look at the syntax. We'll give the select keyword first and then the list of the columns, following which we'll give the from keyword and give the name of the first table. Then we'll use the keywords inner, join and give the name of the second table. After which we'll use the on keyword. So this on keyword tells SQL that this inner join needs to be done on some condition. And that condition would be values from column X of table 1 should be equal to the values of column Y from the table 2. Now this might sound complicated, so let's just implement this inner join on the employee table and the department table. So before I go ahead and implement the inner join, let me have a glance at both of the tables. So I'll start with the employee table, select star from employee. Right, so this is our employee table. So we see that we have this department column over here, which tells us about all of the departments in which the employees work in. Now similarly, let me have a glance at the department table. Select star from, I will give in the name of the table, which would be department. Right. So we have three columns over here and I have this D name column over here which gives me all of the names of the departments. So this is the common column between the employee table and the department table. So we'll be applying the inner join condition on the D name column of the department table and the EDEPT column of the employee table. So let me go ahead with the syntax of inner join. I will give in the select keyword and then give in all of the columns which I'd want to select. So I'd want to select the ename column and EDEPT column from the employee table. So first I would have to give in the name of the table, which is employee. Then I'll put dot over here and then give in the name of the column. So I want the name column from the employee table. And similarly, I'd also want the department column from the employee table. First I will give in the name of the table. I'll put in dot over here and then give in the name of the column, which is EDEPT. Right. Now I'd also want the department name column and the department location column from the department table. So first I will give in the name of the table, which is department. I'll put in dot over here and then give the name of the column, which is D name. Similarly, I'd want to extract the department location column from the department table. First I will give in department over here, which is the name of the table. I'll put in dot and then I will give in the name of the column, which is D underscore location. After this, I will give in the from keyword and then give in the name of the first table, which would be employee. Then I will give in the keywords inner, join and give in the name of the second table, which would be department. Right. So I am selecting these four columns and the inner join would be on the employee table and the department table. Right. Now I will use the on keyword and give the condition. So the condition would be the values of the EDEPT column of the employee table and the values of the D name column of the department table should be equal. So employee dot EDEPT should be equal to department dot D name. Right guys, so this is the complete syntax to implement inner join on these two columns of the employee table and the department table, and I am selecting the E name and E department columns from the employee table and D name and D location columns from the department table. Now let me hit execute. Right, and this is what we get. So we have these four columns over here: employee name, employee department, department name and department location. And since this is inner join, we have only those records where the values from EDEPT have matched to those values of D name. And this is how we can implement inner join. In the next class, we'll learn about left join. So thanks for attending this session. Let's meet in the next class.